Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the No Laying Up preview show presented, as always, by the DraftKings Sportsbook. The boys are taping a podcast. Welcome to my very pink guest room. Welcome to the Pouch of Misery. And welcome into Soly and welcome into Tron. How are you guys?
Don't try to change the subject right away. Who cares how we are? Tell us about what's going on in your face.
I'm better now that I saw you.
Of course, I want to give a huge shout out to Kevin Streelman and Russell Henley, neither of which won last week's golf tournament, which would have netted me big points. Instead, we find ourselves in the Pouch. Great to be here. I'll be joined shortly in the Pouch by Randy. I believe it was an homage to season 3 of Tourist Sauce. Pick some face tattoos. I drew up a couple good ones. Of course, I'm a Sagittarius. I wanted to pay homage to that. I know how much you guys enjoyed the Loop at Forest Dunes, so I wanted to give a couple of tributes to you guys. One says, "Love your life." I think that's good advice you guys could have used that day. I want to, of course, give a shout out to our friends at the DraftKings Sportsbook with the crown, things of that nature. And, unfortunately, there were no teardrop tattoos in this one. So I did want to give a shout out to my guy, Team Rose, for not making the FedEx Cup playoffs this week. So this was super helpful. I'm about to go have a lovely taco dinner with my wife. So this is good. This is going to save us a ton of time putting these on and taking them off. So thank you guys. It's really good to be here this week.
Let's just, to be clear, the punishment was a facial tattoo, and you decided to do all of this. So I just want that, okay, documented. We're not bad guys here. I
mean, just one of these would have been a little light, I think. But, Piehowski always pays his debts, to borrow a phrase from the boys. And let's get into Liberty National, the FedEx Cup playoffs. Get excited. Soly, where are we going this week? What's going on?
You said it right there. We're going to Liberty National. A golf course we got a little bit of history on, something we don't see every single year, but we've seen, I think it's safe to say, enough golf at this golf course. Just couldn't be much more run-of-the-mill PGA Tour golf course. A little bit more emphasis on driving distance, a little bit less on driving accuracy, but not a lot. It's, the guys that you would expect to be favorited are right there at the top, and it's going to be a lot of the big guns. I'm curious to see what you guys come up with here. It's a fun. The playoffs are just a weird kind of thing to handicap and try to see who is really peaking for, with this much money on the line, who cares the most about it, who plays himself out of it by caring too much about it, and who kind of just doesn't care and it works out for you. I'm looking at you, Dustin Johnson. So I'm curious to see what you guys have cooked up. Who wants to start?
Well, and of course, I should mention also that we have the Women's British Open at Carnoustie as well. A good doubleheader on tap this week in the world of golf. TC, this is your flu game, man. I hate that you're feeling a bit of a sinus infection going on. I hate that. Let's get your picks and we'll let you just shut it down here.
Yeah. God, Soly, you're gonna have to carry me through this.
I was going to full screen you, but I don't think we want to do that.
I cleaned out the garage yesterday, and I think that, I got a vid test. I'm negative for the vid. So it's just a good old-fashioned sinus infection. First of all, bummed last week that P WD'd on me right after we recorded. That was really tough. Thought about placing something on him this week. Jay didn't get back to me on whether or not he's feeling good or rested or anything like that. So I got 2 plays this week. Only 2. First of all, we're going Joaquin Neiman top 20 plus 250 for 40 nugs. My man Ben Coley was all over that one, so I'm gonna ride with him on that. And then we're talking about money. We're talking about bad golf course architecture. My mind goes immediately to Rory Mcilroy. I'm going Rory to win plus 2,200 for 60 nugs.
Whoa.
Oof.
Big.
Love it.
Everybody's gunning for the crown. They don't care how much they lose by. They don't care how much money they lose. They just want the crown.
There's no
from New York, right? It's practically a home game.
There's no reward for second. There's no punishment for how far behind you are. It is a zero-sum game.
Right. See, let me pick up the torch right there, and let me just say 100 nuggets on Lydia Ko to win the Women's British Open.
Oh my God!
Let's just absolutely go full send. Was a lot of that because in the time I was supposed to be making my picks, I was putting these fucking tattoos on my face? Yes. Was a lot of that because she's in excellent form and probably among the most consistent players in women's golf right now? Yes. Lydia Ko to win at Carnoustie. I can't wait to watch this week. So put me down for that one.
You guys are the hockey coaches over on the end. You got your sticks on the edge, and Pull in the goalie. Come on.
100%.
6 skaters. We need 6.
This is the most fun part of the whole game.
Totally. As I said to you, do I look like a guy that has a lot to lose right now, Soly? Bring on the pouch of misery next week too. I don't care.
All right, I got 3 PGA Tour plays, 2 women's AIG Women's Open plays. Gosh, I thought I was going to be excited for this one, but I don't think I'm rooting for it anymore. Lydia Ko to win the AIG Women's Open, 15 nuggets plus 1,200. But also going with Jungwoo Lee 6, 15 nuggets at plus 2,200 to win the AIG Women's Open. I feel like she's one of the more creative players out there. It plays well at a lot of different golf courses. I think, I wanted to go Ariya Jutanugarn, and she had a good week this past week, the women's Scottish, but just doesn't seem to be able to put it together for 4 rounds. And then on the PGA Tour at Liberty National, we have a Daniel Berger top 10 play, 20 nuggets plus 275. I'm basically making this just to help hammer home the point how good Daniel Berger has been, and he should be a lock for the Ryder Cup team. He is just a machine, and nobody really fully appreciates how good. Nobody believed in him. Nobody appreciates how good he is. Xander. Plus 200 for a top 10, 30 nuggets. Like, I feel like the FedEx Cup playoffs are his kind of thing. I just didn't think you'd be able to get 2-1 on something like that. So that seems like an easy one. And I'm with you, TC. Joaquin Niemann, top 20 play, 20 nuggets plus 250. I don't know why you need to go to Ben Coley for these things. Like, if you got one of the hottest golf bettors on the planet right here on this show for you. So I'm happy to ride that with you. So shall we send it to the boys?
Let's send it to the boys, and we will see you guys next week, hopefully with some nuggies in tow. Fingers crossed.
I know I'll have some. I'll have some nuggies.
Big nuggies. Big noogies.
High week for the Dow. We're going to set a record this week.
Hey everybody, Randy here. Rough couple of weeks. We're back in the pouch, but I have some awesome tattoos to show for it. I kind of like them. May extend the look a couple days. The Illuminati, the Masonic Illuminati one especially. Might have to get that one permanent somewhere. Anyway, 5 plays this week. As always, let's start at the Northern Trust. Just a 2 nuggy play, just a little guy on Phil Mickelson to make the top 40. That's plus 160, 2 nuggies there. My other 4 players were going across the pond. Women's Open this weekend. Could not be more excited. Carnoustie, excellent venue. It should be a really fun tournament. Amazingly, the last 9 LPGA major winners have been first-time major winners. So all 4 of my picks are picks to win, and they would all be their first major championship. We're looking to make that streak 10 this week. So let's start with, at plus 1,600, a Taya Titicool, awesome young player from Thailand. I think we're going to hear a ton about her in the coming years. Let's put 25 nuggies on her to win. Next one, her sister just won one. It could be the time for Jessica Korda to win one. She's plus 5,500. Let's put 25 nuggies on that one. I can already see the stories, right? Man, a lot of great pieces. Nelly wins one. Jessica wins one. I can see that one happening. The final 2, give me Austin Ernst, another American, at plus 6,500. I feel like she's going to win a major one of these days, maybe this week. And then finally, Angel Yin, plus 13,000. All right, she has played well at big events. If she can put 4 relatively clean rounds together, no reason why she can't win a major. The Ernst and Yin plays 24 nuggies each, 100 nuggies totals. Come on, baby. Need one this week. See ya.
Greetings. It's the Beluga coming to you live from a beautiful Jacksonville beach today. Tropical Storm Fred was bucking a little bit yesterday, so it's nice to see the sun out. Listen, I got my red, white, and blue patriotic colors on this week, making 2, count them 2, big plays. We're thinking gold. What do I mean by that? Gold medal. Xander Schauffele to win. I'm on record as saying I think he's going to win the FedEx Cup. We're going to start this week, plus 1,800, 50 nuggies on that. And we're going to combine that pick with Brooks Koepka to miss the cut, plus 330, 50 nuggies on that. It's time to make some headway on Soly. There you have it. The Beluga doing big things. We'll see you next week.